welcome to another episode of Twitch of Fun. Yeah, it's my sideways look at, there I am looking sideways at the news, in the hope that maybe someone from TV will be watching and, you know, they can give me my own TV show. Hopefully it's just going to be me this week. No puppets interrupting and wrecking it all. Yeah, thanks for joining in, everyone. Love to see you all. Thanks for coming along. 42 people in. Oh, what was that? Thought I saw something. Must have been my imagination on the camera. Some kind of ghost. Anyway, yeah, I've got some good sideways look at the news coming up. Don't know if you saw the news in Thailand that a monk, it was like those little boys that got trapped in a cave, but this time it was a monk who got trapped in a cave with the water levels rose. Do these Thai people never learn? That's what I want to... It's not as good, is it, the sequel with a monk instead of loads of kids? That was better, and he got out really quickly, only 4 days, so that's not as good. But I was wondering, that monk who was trapped in the cave, was he a Trappist monk? That's what I was wondering. Was he a Trappist monk? Because that's what I was wondering. And that's the... You know, Graham Norton would have done that joke. And that would have been on TV. I'm just showing I can do it too. You'll see if you're watching the video that I'm here on the set of They Live, the late 1970s, I think, film about capitalism and aliens coming to the planet. You can only see them if you're wearing special glasses. Like I can see them. I've got the special glasses on my head there. I won't put them down just now. And it's a good film. My favourite bit about the film is that about 80% of it is two people who like each other really punching the shit out of each other because one of them wants the other one to put on some sunglasses, but the other one doesn't. And that's most of the film. You know, there's quite a lot of things to explore in it, but I'm glad this took a big chunk of time out just to explore why punching someone isn't the best way to get them to put on sunglasses, why it's probably better just to chat about it. This is my opening monologue. Hope you're enjoying it. Oh, I just stepped on the keyboard. I mean, I just leant on the keyboard. Obviously, I didn't step on it. That would be crazy. Well, yeah, go. Is this the best you can do? Yes, Terry, it's going very well, so shut up. I'm doing all right. I don't need any of the puppets coming in and ruining it, so don't cue any of those lot in. Just wondering, because it's... I don't know, it's hard to tell with that studio audience that it just doesn't seem to be getting any laughs. How do you know? It just doesn't feel like it's getting any laughs, that's all. Well, it should be, because it's good. What I'm doing is good stuff, so it should be getting lots of laughs. Wahee! You're fucking shit at this. I'm a right bollock, aren't I? I'm the right bollock. Stop coming in. I don't want you in it. Look, I got rid of you for a reason. I don't want you coming in here spoiling it. I'm a right bollock, though. Stop it. You're spoiling the show. I am a right bollock. Why isn't your mouth moving? It is moving. Look, it's moving around because I'm the right bollock. Oh, you're very wooden today. I'm a right bollock, and I am very right bollock. Stop ruining the show. Look, I'm upset that I've lost a testicle in real life, and I don't think you coming in every week is helping my process. You know, I've got stuff to deal with here, and I don't think having a little rubber pretend testicle. What? What? There's nothing pretend about me. I'm as real as the day. I'm a right bollock. You know, get it? I'm on the right and I'm a bollock and I was the right bollock, but I'm also a right bollock. I'm a horrible person. Shut up. Anyway, I feel like something's weird's going on today. It doesn't feel as the same as usual. No, it is. It's shit as usual. Yeah, Richard, it's fine. Nothing weird's going on. I don't feel quite right. Just something feels off. You know, sometimes I just wonder if I'm even real, you know, seeing all these puppets being manipulated by an outside force, and watching They Live and seeing, I mean, when the people weren't punching each other over some sunglasses, all those people being controlled by signs saying obey, 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 obey underneath what they really said. I don't know why the aliens put all the real messages right underneath, but I guess they had to for some reason. I don't know why they let them be seen by sunglasses, but I guess that had to happen for some reason. And I just wonder, you know, is it possible that I'm not real, that I'm somehow being controlled? Just some... No, you're as real as anything. You're definitely real. I just don't know. Just something feels weird today about the way the show's going. Just not sure it's... What if everything we do, we're just playthings of some kind of... I'm not saying God, I don't believe in God, but what kind of, like a force, like electricity, or just aliens that are running, we're in a video game or something, we're not real. Have you thought about that? Yes, I thought about that when I was 14, I mean, at school. Yes, I did. What, you a testicle for that? Yes, I was in your ballsack thinking about that, and now I've grown up, and I think it's bollocks. Well, that's, you know, coming from you. Ah, get it, bollocks. Did somebody say bollocks? Well, fucking hell, how did Cocky Carrot get so big? It must be the perspective just of the camera. Must be very close to the camera, I guess that's what that is. I just feel something is askew. What if I'm not real? What if I want to... How can I... How am I standing on the deck? Look, I'm jumping in the air much too high. How's this I'm not real. What if I'm not real? Help, everyone. We're being controlled by aliens. It's like the film They Live. I've come here to chew gum and kick ass, and I forgot to bring any ass. I haven't got an ass. So this is just... I'm going to have to punch someone in the face because I want them to wear my glasses. Oh, my God. It's all a trick. Don't believe any of this stuff. It's all the aliens. It's the aliens. Hi there. Sorry, don't know what happened there. Things got a bit out of control. Have you replaced the false Richard Herring with... the real Richard Herring with the false Richard Herring? Yes, we've done it, Terry. Shut up. Unless they've got special sunglasses, they can't see it. So shut up. Edit this bit out of the actual broadcast. Oh, excuse me, just had my tea. Hello, my fine friends. Well, I don't know why I'm saying hello again. I've been talking for 8 minutes. Jesus Christ. And don't know why I'm taking a glass of water because I've been talking for 8 minutes. That's why. That's fine. It's all good. I think they've got the perspective right on the camera and everything now, so it's all good. Let's get Ali Sloper out to say hello to you. I can't be bothered anymore. Hello, it's me, Ali Sloper. I'm the little drunk. Ooh, I'm winking at it though. I'm winking at it. Woohoo! I'm cheeky knee. No one likes a sane trays. Nobody likes a sane trays. That's what I say. You had a shave, Richard? Yeah, I've had a shave. That's a bad idea because your neck flats. The neck flats are, again, they're on show. Well, I'm trying to lose weight, Ali. So hopefully my neck flaps will go. There you go. Not just the not pronounced, the no weight you lose, the not pronounced. There you go. Let's not pick up on personal details. Look, my hair looks silly. I look like David Mellor because I haven't been to hairdressers, and yeah, blah. But let's just concentrate on doing what this show is all about, a news review show presented by a man and a 129-year-old ventriloquist dummy. Doesn't look, let's move on from, I don't want that testicle back in the show. I want to move on. I'm not just the bloke who's got one testicle. I'm a human being in my own right. And, we're going to leave that. We've milked that testicle. Yes. We had, did somebody say milk that testicle? Not bad. That was good because I said milked and I didn't mean ejaculant. I meant, we'd made the most of it. So, you are right to jump in on that when you're doing well, Cocky Carrot. Oh, look, there's 279 people in. When I started, it looked like it was 42. That's not bad. That's about average now. I hoped it would go up every week. Hopefully now we've got obey, and watch television. Actually, don't watch television. Watch this. And as you're watching this on television. Yeah, it's all good, Richard. Yes. Why didn't you, when you're doing the joke about the people trapped in the cave, you could have done something about niners, not like niner and niner, two meanings of the word niner. Yeah, but it's a grown up. It would have worked. That would have worked for the last one. But okay, yeah, sorry. I'm just trying stuff out, Richard. Just seeing how it goes. I'm a little drunk. I'm flea-dagging. So we'll see how it goes. You know, again, I'm feeling a lot better this week. But I've got lots on. I'm not doing any of it, but I'm hoping to get back to work. And I think this show very much has to operate on the basis of I'll spend a couple of hours looking for some stories and then see what this guy comes up with. I'm not really preparing anything anymore. Some people think I have writers for this show. I don't know where they get that idea. Okay, this is all off the cuff, improvised, just cool stuff, isn't it? So it was interesting what you were saying about believing that that you know you weren't real and that the universe was maybe controlled by aliens. I don't know. That wasn't interesting. I don't know who that. I mean, I don't know what I was thinking. That was me, obviously, but I don't know what I was thinking when I said that. I don't agree with any of that. Well, I just think it's interesting to think about those things. Well, you know, again, I think like Right Bollock said, it's a bit kind of juvenile in some ways, isn't it? But talking of that, oh, actually, first of all, before we get onto that, look, Boris Johnson. He's got into puppetry. He's trying to learn a bit from me. There's one of his puppets. I don't know what you think of that one. I've got another one I've just spotted today, just before the show. Didn't have time to put it on the roll. Oh, can you see it? Oh, no, it's gone away again. Balls. There it is. You see that? There, he's got a little tiger puppet. He's working. You can see his mouth moving in that one, so that's not as good. So it's good to see Boris Johnson learning from the pros how to get people to like you. It's taken off, I can tell you. Yes, oh, he needs those. He's not too young, those thuffets. Look at that. What's going on with that? What's going on with that? The girl, is it? I don't know. It's got a sort of body within the body. I don't know what it is. I don't know what the act was. He was at Perraporth in Cornwall. Because there's not much going on in the UK at the moment, so it's good. He's having a good time at some kind of holiday park. I think it's to do with work. But the big news in science that I wanted to talk to you about. Oh yes, I'm very knowledgeable about science. Well, you know, yes, I've seen all the great discoveries come through, Richard. I was born in 1892, as you're aware, and but since then many things have happened. I met Albert Einstein. Did you really? Well, you know, I saw him talk. Did you really? Yeah, well, I might have done. It's possible. It is possible. And yeah, the latest evidence, there's strong evidence, Richard, apparently. You're just reading the thing. I'm looking at the little thing up on the screen. Strong evidence found through a new force in nature. This is a history of the old tantalising results from... You're just reading the... Everyone can read that, not the people listening to the audio. Good, it's nice to think of them. They're a little drunk. I'm a little drunk. And it could rewrite the laws of physics, Richard. So Einstein might have fucked up, like the silly little... mustachioed, white-haired idiot he was. Is that what you thought of him? Did you tell him that at the time? When I saw him, I said, E equals MC squared, mate. Who do you think you are? Yeah, did you? Yeah. It doesn't. Is that what you said? Yeah, E does not equal NC squared, does it? Just doesn't. E's just a letter on its own. And NC different letters. Your hair, right, looks a bit... Yeah, no, you know, you're not treating me there, Richard. I don't know how long I'm going to hold together. I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best. Aside, I'm not doing my best. I'm attempting to kill myself because immortality is a difficult thing to cope with. So what do you think? Do you think, well, Richard, I think I'm like you. Yeah, you know, you were thinking about whether... you were even real? I think I am real. Maybe you're not, maybe you're just a little sprite in a video game without Stuart Lee. Oh, Stuart Lee's the main character, you're just a theoretical character. Don't, Stace, don't you... That's the kind of stuff trolls on the internet say to me all the time. And, you know, you're my friend. I'm not your friend. I don't expect you to. Sorry, I'm not your friend. I don't like you. Okay. But you know, you're my work colleague. Not for long. What do you mean? Well, he'll die like all the others. And what will there and then there about you? Thomas Harring, what does anyone know about him? I knew him when he was alive. He had a family, he had a job. Then dang, he's dead. Even you, his great-grandson, know nothing about him except he was a Baptist, he was a Methodist, alright. And he native evangelicals done the odd two. Yeah, it's true. I suppose, you know, not much of our life survives. Yeah, I've seen it all. I could tell a few stories. Well, you could tell me about a great-granddad. Yes, I could, but I'm not going to. It's not very nice of you. And they go, they pass, they disappear, and so will you, probably quite soon, the way your health's going at the moment. Look, it's fine, I'm all better. Yeah, that's what you think. Aside, he's not all better. Cancer, no one gets better from cancer. It'll get you in the end. I can hear what you're saying when you say aside. Especially if you don't put your hand over your mouth like you should do. Yeah, it's too much over. So, you know, what I wonder about the universe is I think we got it all wrong. Do you? Yeah, because all our maths says that the universe, not the infinite, that it's not possible to the infinite, is it? Things can't go on forever. So the universe not stop. That what if it does stop? What's at the end? There must be something there. I think our whole human understanding of science and mathematics is wrong, because infinity doesn't work, does it? Either something's infinity, which is not impossible, or it isn't, which isn't possible either. So, weak human brains. I mean, you haven't got a brain at all, and you're not a human. Yeah, well, your weak human brains aren't capable of understanding mathematics. And not only is there a whole force of nature that you don't know about, but your whole principle of mathematics doesn't work, does it? Well, I would be glad if there's no infinity, because my daughter should have got a picture of this up, shouldn't I? My daughter this week. It was my wedding anniversary. Oh, well done. How long have you been married? 9 years. I've been married for 129 years. I know. Well, you got married very young, didn't I? I did. I got married as soon as I was born. I was a fool. Married for 9 years. My daughter made me a card saying Happy Anniversary Day. Well, that makes no fucking sense, does it? It's Happy Anniversary. It's not. You don't have to put. There's a tautology. Your daughter's a fucking idiot. 28 years old she is, and yes, she's not. And she got off the bus. No, she wasn't on the bus. And she was just one of the teachers. She wasn't. My daughter said, "Mummy, I love you infinity." Oh yeah, and Daddy, I love you 10. Oh dear, that's not very good. Not comparatively, you know, but it's not too bad. She keeps drawing pictures of me falling into lava. She did one today where I was just a yellow blob in the middle of loads of red. She said all my hair had burnt off and my skin had burnt off, my nose and eyes had burnt off, and all my fingers had burnt off. It's getting worse. And that's all they do, both of them. My son did me an anniversary card, us an anniversary card, and inside there was a picture of me. Well, it looks like a big load of red, but it was me falling into lava, apparently. You know, and it's if I ever fall into lava, just tell the police it's my kids. Anyway, yeah, what I think about the universe is, what if we are all part of something like, you know, the cell and the electrons and protons. The protons? They fly around the nucleus. I'm not sure about that. I don't know if that's right. That's my understanding of it. Well, I don't know anything about that. I used to study it for physics, but I can't remember now. Well, I'm pretty sure that's right. What if we're just in a big cell? You know, maybe the solar system is part of the cell, and that's part of something much bigger that we can't see or understand. Does that solve what's beyond that when you get out there? Well, maybe the thing that we're inside is everything, and it fills up all the space, and there's nothing beyond it. But then what's beyond it? Well, maybe it's just that. Well, it's a good theory. So you think we're really tiny, 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 tiny. We are tiny in the scope of the universe, yeah. You're tinier than even I am. Yeah, that's true. And maybe we're just inside something. You can't see it. It's like if an ant was standing on a clock, you know, like the hands of the clock. How would it understand where it was or what was going on? It would be going around very slowly. Wouldn't know fast. It was a second hand. and it wouldn't know all the numbers and or what the thing was for. It would just be looking, trying to make sense of it. That's what we are. I think we're just ants on a clock. We're ants inside a car engine trying to make sense of what's going on and why we got into the engine in one place and then we find ourselves somewhere else. So you're never going to know. So why are you even trying to look? Well, I think these guys are doing pretty well. These guys in the Hadron Collider and I don't think this is the Hadron Collider. I think these are some other guys. I think it's exciting. We could find out why we're here. We could find out. We could touch the face of God. I don't want to touch his face. I don't want to touch his cock. Oh, come on, Ali. We can't talk about that sort of stuff. Not on Ian Twitch would be furious. I want to touch the cock of God. And if that... Why not? Why do you want to... Why is touching his face any better? Well, because you touch people's faces, not God's face. You're not worthy to eat the crumbs from under his table. I think I am worthy. You're not. What if the crumbs have been swept up and put in the bin? You're not worthy of that. Stop doing elderly and herring routines that didn't really fly. You're right, I was doing that. And I just think, you know, I've lived this life. I've had a good life. You haven't lived a life. You're not alive. And if I die, you'll just get thrown in a bin. You won't die and go to heaven. You're around touching God's face. He's going, get on my fucking face, herring. Leave me alone. And I'll be going, God, can I just... it's not a sexual thing. I'm just interested to see what you're tacking down there, what it looks like, and what it feels like. Can I have a little feel? And God will go, sure, Ali, you lived a good life. You're a good guy. Go on, have a little... Cut the feel. I don't even mind if it is sexual, he'd say. You seem very confident. That's what I think. That's what I think this... experiment is through them, isn't it? It's through them, it... What, this experiment about the fifth particle? Yeah, the fifth particle proves that God wouldn't mind you having a little feel. He could say he wasn't getting off on it. Why? It's only the people who follow God touching Theo's cocks all the time. That's a good question. They touch Theo's cocks because God wants them to touch his cock. That's why. It's in the ducks on there. It's from the duck. It's in the what? It's in the duck. The what? The duck. The diddle. The what? The duck. The God. The God's people had. The Christians. Well, all of them. They all have different looks. The one I'm talking about is the duck that your great granddad believed in. Is the holy diddle. The holy diddle. Not diddle. Diddle. I'm clearly saying diddle. I don't diddle. Dible. Diddle. The Ryan Rested reads the diddle. That's my favourite audio book. That would be a good audio book. Well, in the beginning, Abraham begat Isaac. Isaac begat Jacob. It's a very good introduction to the Ryan Blessed, Richard. How can you say Brian Blessed but you can't say Bible? I can say diddle. You knew I was saying diddle. Why did you pretend I wasn't saying the diddle? So I reckon in the duck, in the gack, in the duck of the diddle, in the duck of the diddle, in the duck of the diddle, it's clear what I'm saying. In the duck of the diddle, read by Ryan Blessed, and the little drunk. Maybe I'm slurring my words a little bit. In the duck of the diddle, in the duck of the diddle, in the duck. Yeah, in the duck. In the duck. In the duck. In the duck. In the duck of the diddle. It's clear what I'm saying. In the duck of the diddle. In the back of the Bible. Yes! Oh, fuck, I'm fucked up. In the duck of the Bible. You said what I said. You said in the duck of the diddle. I didn't. I said in the back of the Bible. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to say. Well, why don't you say in the back of the Bible? Like, that's what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say in the duck of the diddle. Well, if you're trying to say in the back of the Bible, why are you saying the duck of the Bible? In the duck of the diddle, in the back of the Bible, yeah, a day. There's probably a bit after everyone's fallen asleep, goes, and also God wants you to touch his cock. I don't know how we got to this. I can't remember how we got to this part of the conversation. It doesn't really make much sense. That's what science has discovered, Richard, and that's what I'm going to do. When I die, you're not going to die. You're a puppet. Every time one of my masters dies, or mistress, if there's a woman were to take on this role, which they haven't done so far, then I wouldn't mind your daughter taking over. She's got a good wit with all the lava and the I love you at 10 and all that shit. She's very funny, yeah. Very funny the way she wishes death upon her own father, yes. She said to me last year, she looked at me and said, "You're going to be the next one to die." And she said it in a really creepy way. Yeah. And then I got testicular cancer. You think she's a witch? I think she might have magic powers. Do you think she rescued you? I don't think she would have saved me. But, you know, if I do die next out of my family, again, my daughter will have killed me. If I'm in lava, my daughter's killed me. Maybe my son, egged on by my daughter. My son likes me better, but he's very suggestible. And B, just check she's not a witch or something. Yeah, that's a good idea. Anyway, what are we talking about? I don't know. There's science has changed. Physics is wrong. Which is annoying for me, isn't it? Because I spent all that time learning physics at school, and it was all wrong. There's a fifth thing. I thought there were only 4 things. I thought there was weak nuclear energy, strong nuclear energy, gravity, and something else. What's the 4th one? Water. How did my daughter know I was going to be the next one to die? You hadn't died, Richard, but I mean, I still could. Yeah, you seem to be all right. Unfortunately, am I right, ladies and gentlemen? Am I right? Well, we've talked about that. That's good. We've got that one done. Let's see what else we've got going. Oh, I tell you what. Let's bring in. I haven't got a. Still haven't got a sting for this guy, but hopefully we will do soon. I've sent one off to be made. No, I'm not the king of the world. We're not. King of the world's boring. No one wants the king of the world. Let's welcome God Save the Duke of York. God Save the Duke of York. All that stuff's just talk. Hello, Richard. Yes, lovely to be here. No sweat. Just trying out my new catchphrase. No sweat. That's my new catchphrase. And yes, good to be here. Thank you for having me. And lovely to see all the kiddies at home watching. It's mainly adults, and you know, just steer away from that kind of stuff. Don't you learn? Yeah, no. Look, I'm completely innocent. Anyway, yes. What do you got in here? Thought. Well, a couple of things. A couple of royal stories. Oh, I'm doing royal stories now, aren't I? Yeah, I thought you might be doing the Ghislaine Maxwell. Ghislaine. Yeah, that's what I called her, Ghislaine. Because I can't really say why. Just I was mispronouncing her name a little bit. That's why I called her Ghislaine. That's the. I was. We were in Shanky and Denny's, and. That's why. That's couldn't have been the. Good. Well, we can quickly talk about Ghislaine Maxwell if you want. She's been accused by her guards. I want to say that the courtroom artists are getting a lot better. That looks like some like Paul Gauguin or something, doesn't it? It looks a beautiful pastel drawing of Ghislaine Maxwell there. And looking a bit grumpy, but you know, she would do. Her guards have accused her of not tidying up properly in her cell. Yeah, it's terrible. And she doesn't flush her toilet. It smells in a prison cell. Well, if I was able to go to prison, why would you go to prison? Well, I won't. No, none will stop it. No, and I've not done anything wrong. I was in the Deucin and in Shatter's Lush, not the one in the Westfield, the one that's in the other shopping centre across the road that no one really goes to anymore. But there's still a cinema in there, and I was in there when all that happened. When what happened? Didn't you say what the thing I'd go to prison for was? No, I didn't. Oh no, well, I'd always been in there. So and so any crimes that have happened outside of the Odeon Deucin and I mean in the. I forget what it's called. What's it called? The other West 8 or something? Yeah, something like that. They can't be neat because I was in there watching Knack and Knee 2 with my girls. Mac and Me 2, yeah, it's good. What happens in Mac and Me 2? Oh, nor the same shenanigans you've seen in Knack and Knee. You know, lots of back references. I wasn't expecting this to come up. Well, no, there you go. You know, I'm an unpredictable fella that, you know, that doesn't mean I've done anything wrong. Okay. Stop looking. I don't like it when you look at me. Because, you know, those eyes are really piercing and scary, and they move around a bit when you're lying. I don't lie. So, don't know what that's about. Yeah, Matt, someone's just pointed out in the chat room there. Ian Amazon. Thanks for all the money that we're not really getting much of. Do subscribe. Mac and Me Too was probably not something with Me Too at the end probably wasn't the best film to choose. Well, I didn't. That's what we were watching. I can only tell the truth. I cannot tell a lie, Richard. I cannot tell a lie. So what are we talking about? Yeah, if you're ever in prison, yes, which I won't be because of none and being innocent. Why wouldn't you just say because of being innocent? Because also because of none. I love none. Is that a crime? No, loving mums isn't a crime. Depending how old the mums are. Yeah, okay. Your own none. Anyway, if I was going to prison, I wouldn't flush the toilet because that's all you got. You know, all the power you've got over the guards. That's your space, isn't it? The cell. Yeah. You'll get to find out about this. Maybe you will too. I've not done anything wrong. You'll get caught one day for your ninny crimes, stealing dick and nicks. I know all about your crimes, Richard. I doubt I'll go to prison. Anyway, but you know, if I like the smell of my own farts. The thing about me, Richard, is my shit does not smell. It's due to something that happened on the Royal. It's a knockout. Oh yeah, I was on that. Were you? I don't know if you were. Yeah, I was. And I got someone tipped a big barrel of coloured water over my head, and it got in my eyes, up my nose. I nearly died actually. Eddie Waring was there. Can't remember the other fella. I certainly didn't hang out with the other fella after the show, go out to any bars. I just went straight to get a Vesta curry at home with Fergie. Okay. Yeah, anyway, so my shit doesn't smell. So anyone who says that I had sex with them and afterwards I went to the ensuite bathroom and did a big stinky shit, that truth, they don't know me, because I didn't. Anyway, I think it's a good thing to do, because you like the smell, everyone apart from you like the smell of your own poo, but no one else does. And so at least you're getting one back on your captors. So I'd say well done to Ghislaine there. Good old Ghislaine. Never done a thing right. I didn't really know her very well, to be fair. Didn't really hang around with her very much. Well, anyway, we're not here to talk about that. Oh. We're here to talk about the royal news. Oh, okay, good. Queen Elizabeth, my mum. We were just talking about her. Yeah, and there she is with your brother here, fucking Charles. I'd have been much better king than he would have been. Well, maybe neither would be king. At least I was dynamic. If you're king, can you change all the rules so certain things that are so far illegal are made legal? Yeah, that's probably one of the jobs you can do. Interesting. Anyway, the Queen's opened Buckingham Palace Gardens to the public for summer picnics. That's nice, isn't it? That is nice, isn't it? For families to come in and see the beautiful garden, have picnics, especially after this awful time we've been through. Well done, Nun. What a lovely gesture. And I'd just like to say, I'm also throwing the gardens of my palace open. You what, my palace? Oh, I thought you said something. Did somebody say phallus? No, they said palace. And it's open to. I want to help out the families that had a tough time. I know parents have had to look after their kids through lockdown. Yeah, you've had to homeschool and stuff. It's been terrible. Oh, that's been awful for you. What I'm saying is, any parents just want to drop their kids off in my garden. We'll look after them so you can go off, and that you have to go off and do shopping or just have a drink, have a rest, just leave it 2 or 3 hours. Well, then cathort and play in the garden. Only female children though, actually, just because boys can do a bit of a handful. You don't have any boy children, do you? Not that I know of. And yeah, come back in about 3 hours, everything will be cleaned up and ready to go. What do you mean cleaned up? All the the litter from the picnics that just drop the girls off. No one over 17, please. seems an odd. Look, why is everyone suspicious? Is someone trying to do something nice? The 9 nuns opening up their gardens. Oh, isn't she tucking under the door? Prince Andrew opens up his garden. Oh, it must be an ulterior motive. What's it? Well, it just seems a weird stipulation. You help the people you want to help. You know, not everyone can help everyone. I can't have everybody going around chanting on my daffodils, can I? I've got to have the sun under a people. The other people can go to some of the other royal gardens. I'm just being helpful, and I resent the implication that there might be anything else to it. So, you know. No boys, though. No boys. Strange. And the other royal story thought you might be interested in was... the thrifty queen handed down Princess Anne's scratchy underwear to lucky recipient. Yes, she's very thrifty, none. You know, she might make billions of pounds a year, but she's not going to waste a good pair of knickers by just chucking them away after the Sultan's grown out of them. She will hand them down to generations. So some lady in this story was wearing Princess Anne's knickers. Sometime after Princess Anne wore them as well, so they might have another recipient in between. Well done, then. And I just want to say as well, actually, I'm just trying to rebuild my public image. If any young girls have underwear they've outgrown, please send it to me, Prince Andrew, Prince Andrew's Palace in London, and I'll make sure that that gets redistributed to someone who will really appreciate it. So just only again young girls' underwear, and don't want any boys' underwear. I just want young girls' underwear, under 17 only, and I will deal with those and make sure they get a good second life. Just trying to help out like none there, and Princess Anne, my sister. Oh God, imagine them going there. What did I end? No underwear from Princess Anne, though, please. I don't want to end up with having to pass that on. So. Anyway, that's me, Prince Andrew. Hope you enjoyed the show. Good day. That was Prince Andrew there, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you enjoyed him. Trying to make up for some of the stories that go around about him there. Just trying to show he's not such a bad guy. Anyway, did somebody say underwear? Yeah, he did, but it wasn't double entendre. It meant underwear. Right, oh God, yeah, got to carry on with the show. Yeah, get on with it, Richard. In the show. Do you know what's coming up next, Terry? Because I guess the ads are on now, are they? Yeah. We got ads because it just seems like I'm just doing this to the same 285 people every week. No, there are no ads. You could advertise your rehearsal third live gigs coming up. Oh, it's a good idea. Are we back on? Yeah, back on in 5, 4, 3. I'm not going to say the 2 and 1 because it might come out on air. So just imagine I'm doing the 2 and 1. I'll do the fingers and I'll mouth it. I'm doing it now. I'm mouthing it. Oh, well, I can't hear. I can't see you. So just imagine 2, 1. You're on air. I just reminded. Thinking to myself. Hope you enjoyed the ads there. I've got a little ad of my own. Redistributing, my other podcast with fewer puppets in it is hopefully we're going to be doing some. Well, we're booked in to do some live gigs at the Clapham Grand if everything goes well with COVID, as it seems to be. They're socially distanced. It won't be full capacity, obviously, so tickets are limited. If you go to richchain.com/gigs, you can see info on all the gigs that are coming up. They're basically May 24th, 31st. June 7th and 14th, and July the 5th. I thought there was June the 21st as well, but we'll see if that's coming up. 2 interviews per show. Don't tell anyone about that. That's a secret. And if you can't get to the theatre or if all the tickets sell out, then you can also watch online. So buy your ticket for that. Those tickets are also limited for some reason. I don't know why. Because presumably we could have a million people watching if we wanted. If you've enjoyed all of the free content over the last year and a bit, would like to give something back, then and can afford to, then it would be lovely to have you. If they're in person, I'm very much looking forward to doing them in front of an audience. Sometimes when you just blathering away to a camera in your attic, you're not even sure that the stuff you're doing isn't just insane sometimes. You know, just think, you know, is this funny or is this just a madman ranting? It's hard to know sometimes. So it'll be nice to have an audience to let me know whether I'm funny or not. Be lovely to have you there. But if you can't afford to come, if like me, you know, your work has been curtailed by the pandemic, I've done all right, I'm just joking, then they will all be released as podcasts as well. But if you want to see them live, come to the theatre, Clapham Grand, or buy an online ticket. You can. There's 2 shows you can buy an online ticket for, both for about 12 quid, I think, online, and a little bit more expensive to come and see in person. But remember, we are trying to raise some funds for the theatre as well, which has also pretty much been dark for the last year and a bit. So your money, if you have it, will be gratefully received by both me and the Clapham Grand, and hopefully we will have some fantastic guests for you. Got some interesting names in there is swimming around, and hopefully we'll see them there. Anyway, that's that. Let's get this little fucker on. Let's try and get to the end of this thing going. I just like doing the talking with Ali. I don't want to do the rest of it. I particularly don't want to do this one.
Cache your excess food in the ground beneath.
That's Fox Law.
Grip your prey's neck with your pronounced canine
That's
teeth.
Fox Law.
The world is actually prejudiced against white posh men.
Fox Law.
In the middle of the night you must attempt to eat every hen.
That's Fox Law.
With me, Laurence Fox. Hello, it's me, Laurence Fox. Doon. How you doing, everyone? Hello, good to see you again. How's the mayoral candidacy going? Very good indeed, thank you, Richard. Very, very good. I think I'm going to win. And I'm on a strong anti-vaccine program, Richard. Democracy should not make things compulsory. And I would say what's going on with the vaccine is identically the same as what happened with Joseph Mengele, the Nazi. I mean, he did some terrible things. I don't really want to talk about them on this frivolous podcast. But he did some truly, truly despicable, awful things, whereas the vaccine is trying to save people's lives. Is it? And democracy, nothing should be compulsory. Well, I think, you know, your own example of Mengele, it was compulsory pretty much, wasn't it, to fight the Nazis. That's part of being in a democracy, is you didn't have to. No, I'm sure you wouldn't have done. But thankfully, lots of people gave up their lives and their freedom in order to try and stop what was going on in Nazi Germany. And that was to maintain democracy. So sometimes democracy does mean you have to do things you don't want to do, especially if they're actually going to help you. Well, that's not what I'm standing on. If you want to vote for me, if you're in London, if you're not in London, I mean, who cares about you anyway, frankly. Then that's what I will make happen. I will throw all the vaccines in the bin. And so London can go back to being normal. Good. Really, the reason I'm on here, Richard, I want to introduce a friend of mine. Oh, yeah. I don't know if you know him. I'm the right bollock. Ooh-wee. Don't all go ooh-wee, it gets confusing. Hello. Gun, Richard. It's good to be back. I was here earlier on, wasn't I? You were, yes, that's right. And here I am again. Why? How have you two got together? Well, Richard, I feel very bad about my friend Right Bollock here. He's a good fellow. Yeah, I am. And, you know, he comes from the north. He's not all good. Oh, you watch out, you little fucking foxy cunt. Yeah, and he's been cancelled, hasn't he, Richard? He's been cancelled by you. Just because he's full of cancer, you cancelled him. Cancelled the cancer. It's the worst cancellation I can think of. Literally cancelled, taken out the human body and thrown away like rubbish just because he was full of cancer. Well, he was full of cancer. You know, that's a good reason to cancel. See, is it? No, it's not. I have every right to have cancer if I want it. You have no reason to stop me. Well, I do. I don't want to have cancer, so I got rid of you because of that. It's not, you know, that's what, you know, if someone's full of cancer, either literally or what they're spewing is cancerous, and bilious and horrible, then they should be cancelled. But, I mean, no one is, are they? You can't say anything anymore, Richard. That's the problem. You say anything you want. You can't say anything. You're right. You can't say a fucking thing anymore. You can't swear. Oh, in case any little kids are watching. Well, little kids, you'll get cancelled one day too. 1 in 2 of you. So, bad luck. I hope you all die. Oh, I'm the right dollar, can't I? You are horrible. You can say anything you want. You two completely say them. You cancelled me, Richard. You cancelled me in the most painful way I can imagine after all I did to you, all the happy years we had together. And you cancelled me just because you just, I did one thing you didn't like, and then bang, it's all over. I'm not allowed to work anymore. And no one will take me on because I'm just a little bollock on his own outside the nutsack. And, you know, I don't think it's right. And Laurence Fox here, he's going to pass a law that you can't just cancel a testicle because it's full of cancer. It's allowed to have cancer if it wants. You have to respect my rights. And so that's why I am backing Laurence Fox to mayor, not just of London, but of the world. Oh, that's very nice. I mean, don't get into being mayor of the world. There'll be someone else who's pissed off with you if you. I think what. I think you got confused, didn't you? I think you thought the other one was going to speak. I did for a second. Oh, it's all right. I'll kind of thought I'm the good guy. I used to be an actor, you know, until my wife left me. And a singer. Do you want to hear one of my songs? No, I really don't want to hear one of your songs. Okay. Look, let's get out there. Let's stop people being cancelled. Just because someone doesn't like one thing you've done doesn't mean you have to be cancelled. Who's been cancelled? No one's been cancelled. I've been cancelled. No one's been cancelled. You're still here. You're much fucking more of a presence now you've gone than you ever were when you were safely ensconced in my old, my old bollock hammock. Yeah. So, you know, well, I feel like I've been left up just because I'm old and you don't like what's inside of me. Yeah, no one likes what's inside of you. Then, you know, I feel I've been left and hung out to dry, and it's a terrible, terrible thing. Richard, look, I'm really trying to cope with all the stuff that's come as a result. It's still very early on for me. It's not helpful. I just don't think this is a helpful way for me to process what's going on. So I'd really appreciate it. I don't like you, Laurence Fox. I don't like having you on my show, yet still for some reason I have to have you on. Well, you know, I wish the DDC felt the same. You're always on fucking TV. You're all over everywhere. Stop looking at me with your innocence. Stop looking at me. You're making me think I'm not real again. Ladies and gentlemen, look at this. What is this? It's good, Rich, good entertainment. I think this is helping a lot of people deal with the, death and disease. Do you think so? Me being here, talking about me having cancer, I think that's helping a lot of people. I'm not sure it is. Don't use me to wipe your nose. I just had an itchy nose. Use your own hand. Well, I just couldn't for the moment. Anyway. Okay. Yeah, well, shall we go? Yes, I think you should go. Thank you very much for being part of the show. Fuck off. Oh, God. All right, we'll have this one. Just because you like him, he's coming back. I don't see the point of this character. And, I managed to edge out a couple of the others. No one's really complaining. Maybe this one will get edged out soon. Hey, it's me, I'm the king of the world. I'd like to be the king of the world. I jump around because I'm the king of the world. And don't forget, I'm the king of the world. Because I'm the king of the world. Hey, hello, Richard, it's me. I'm the king of the world. How you doing? I'm the king of the world. I'm the king of the world. I'm the king of the world. I am the king of the world. I heard someone say they were going to be near the world. Good luck with that. Because you won't be, because I'm the king of the world. And I decide who the near the world is. And it's going to be one of my grandsons. My friend. So get... Your head is really nearly off now, king of the world. Oh, is it, Richard? Well, I don't think a king has ever lost his head before. So I don't think it will happen again. Because I'm the king of the world. I'm the king of the world. I am the king of the world. I'm the king of the world. I'm the king of the world. I'm the king of the world. I really just... The problem I have with this is that people like you for some reason is because I'm the king of the world. But all the other characters that are in this show, nearly all of them, either develop in some way and it gets interesting and we find little layers with them, or, you know, like Marmite Lid and Brian Wasp, especially Gwendolyn Fly and Belle's Leg, even more so, Fluffy Rabbit. Yeah, we just forget that they were ever here. They disappear. You keep on coming back, but there's no progression. There is a progression. What's the progression? And the King of the World. That's exactly what you. When I first met you, you came. Well, the first time I met you in this incarnation, you just came out of a box and said, "I'm the King of the World." That's all you've really been. I'm the King of the World, Richard. That's why I keep saying it. I don't know why you had the problem with that. Because I'm the King of the World. At least I'm not a right-wing... Well, I mean, you're a King of the World that's quite right-wing. All your other characters are these horrible right-wing. Please saying what you cannot say. I just say I'm the King of the World. That's all I say. So, you know, I can say that, and I do say that. So that's why I say it. Yeah, but you are the King of the World, and that is that's quite a right-wing thing to be. I mean, it's probably the most right-wing thing you could be, to be the King of the World. Oh, what have I done that's right? What have I ever done to my people that's not right, that's not helping them? Well, I don't know what you've done. All you seem to do is come in, shout, I'm the King of the World, and go out again. So I don't know what you've done for your people. What haven't I done for my people? Look at the world, Richard, that I'm king of. And all you have to see is all I've done. And how happy everyone is, and how beautiful everything is under my kingship. I'm the King of the World. I think maybe you know, you're looking at the world. Look at your head. Do you think if your head comes off, it'll no? If the head comes up, you'll just have to hold my head near to my body and pretend it's on there, because I'm the King of the World, and people could not cope with the King of the World not having a head. It would ruin that. People love me, Richard, because they love the monarchy, they love to be ruled. And they love kings and queens. But most of all, you know, the king they love the best is the King of the World. And the King of the World. Thanks for watching, everyone. And the King of the World. See you next week on the King of the World show. I don't think we want to see you again. I'm going to be back next week because I'm the King of the World. And I say what's going on. And I'm saying that. I will do that because I'm the King of the World. Okay, well, here's your outro. I can't wait to hear it because I'm the King of the World. The King of the World. I'm the King of the World. Oh, I'm the King of the World. Oh, look out for me, because I'm the King of the World. Don't break my rules, because I'm the King of the World. Don't do a revolution against me, because I got all the armies in the world. And I am the King of the World. I'm the King of the World. Well, that was King of the World. We're back with Ali Sloper. You know, ostensibly this show was meant to be about. It's better when it's just the two of us talking. You should get rid of all the other ridiculous characters. Just you and me. Well, I didn't want you. I just wanted to do a sideways look at the news. That didn't work, did it, Richard? So I think just you and me. Nady, that donkey can't do a birthday for the little kiddies. I hate that donkey, though. I do hate him. Not as much as I hate all the other fucking characters, though. That's a good point. They are annoying. Not been so much Cocky Carrot this week, has it? No, that's good. I like Cocky Carrot. He's learning. Or she. Or they. I mean, probably they, to be fair. And the fucking cock and the doy. Woohoo! Well, that's not necessarily true. So, you know, that's a very old-fashioned attitude. Oh, yes, we're going to do some more stuff. I wanted to talk to you about this, Ali. I don't know how much we've talked about this. Sex robots. Oh, yes, I'm aware that you had an interest in this, which as a sort of animatronic figure I'm a little worried about. What might be happening to thee and my compatriots when the lights are out? Well, if anyone has any problems, in the other direction, isn't it, Ali? So let's not accuse me of something. I'm the victim here. Don't blame me. Yeah, whatever. But I'm not interested in puppets in that way. Even though you would think I would be after, you know, the traumas I've received at the hands of puppets. But I'm sort of interested in the idea of realistic sex robots as seen in the TV show Humans, especially if they look exactly like Jebba Chan. Now there's a couple of news stories. I think one of them's a little bit old, but someone sent it to me today. This company is selling sex robot clones of dead partners using 3D modelling technology. Yeah, that's very interesting, Richard. So, yeah, so if your partner dies, if I were to sadly die, my wife would be bereft. I'm sure she would quickly find someone to help her over that, Richard. And yeah, I'm sure she might do. She's a very attractive woman, but she loves me. And she'll be very upset. And what better way to make her feel loved again to have me walk back into the room, but in robot form, very realistic robot form, and have sex with it as a robot. I mean, it wouldn't be me, it would be a robot that looked like me. I think that might be, you know, you're worrying that talking to a phone testicle is not helping you process what you've been through, which, let's face it, is not much. That's not very fair. Well, it's not, you know, you're just a cancer tourist. You're never going to die. No, oh, look at me, Tony, I've had cancer. You knew you were going to do all right. You're fucking milking it for all it's worth. Let's stop talking about milking testicles in this show. You know, I think if you were to walk in, that would probably fuck her up a lot more than if you weren't. Well, let's say they said, we're going to bring in a robot that looks like Rich. Exact replica of his magnificent penis. Go to town. I think your wife has more class than that. Well, you know, she says, I wouldn't mind, is all I'm saying. And in turn, if she were to die, I mean, my problem is I don't think I would need a sex robot to help me through that tragedy. But I don't think, for me, why get one that looks like your wife? Because that would, like you said about me, that would make you feel sad, wouldn't it? Because it's yours. So you would need one that looked like Gemma Chan. Or, for example, or just someone who wasn't your wife, just to take your mind off everything, wouldn't it? So, you know, I'm not sure about whether it's a good idea to have a robot version of your dead partner come into your house. Because I feel, you know, it's a bit like, for me, it's a bit like the false testicle. Oh, here you go on out the testicle. I had the option of putting in a fake testicle to replace my very real testicle that you've seen in this show. And to me, it felt like it's only for myself. It's a psychological thing for myself, but I would know it wasn't a real testicle, so even the psychology of that wouldn't work. A sex robot, it might look like your partner, but you know it's not your partner. And if you start to think it is your partner and start talking to it and having conversations with it, if it's a real person, that's Looney Tunes time. That really is, Richard. That's a real time to concern, isn't it? It really would be. I'm glad we agree on something. I'm thinking at it, I'm flea-dagging as I say that bit. I'm flea-dagging. So, you know, I'm not sure about that. But the other news story I saw, which I think is a slightly older one, was this guy who's built a Scarlett Johansson sex robot. Now, that makes sense to me. It's a robot. I don't know if it's a sex robot. Let's face it. It is a sex robot. I mean, if you listen to the audio, go and watch the video and have a look at the bloke's face. Who's created this? There's a Scarlett Johansson robot. Looks quite like Scarlett Johansson. Good work. He's put a lot of work in to make it look like her. He's looking at the camera, and you can see exactly what he is thinking in that photo. He's not even trying to hide it. He's delighted. He's pleased with himself, and he's looking at the camera, going, "I fuck this." That's what he's saying with his eyes. He's going, "I fuck this every night." And then he's got a horrible little look on his face. And poor old Scarlett Johansson there, in robot form. Awful. Awful, awful man. What an awful man to even think of doing something like what he's done. But, you know, that's the other side of the coin, isn't it? That's not his partner. That's him pretending he's going out with Scarlett Johansson, you know, which, yeah, sad. It is sad, isn't it? Suddenly comes the set with a TV personality and wants to have the sex robot of them to have sex with. So you can pretend he's having sex with them. I think it is. I think that is... with that guy it is. Not talking about me. Anyway, so I thought we'd talk about sex robots. The other news I've got... We're going to wrap up soon. Oh, it's 9 o'clock. We've got to do some... We got no songs or anything prepared. Oxygen starved caveman created high art. Yeah. This may be where people get their crazy ideas from. all these wonderful cave paintings may come from the fact that down in caves there's not much oxygen, and then people get a bit high off the top of having no oxygen. I thought you get high from having too much oxygen. Love is like oxygen. You had to not you get too high. Not enough and you're going to die. Love makes you high. Love is like a butterfly. That's a different song. It goes around in lots of ways. It starts as a caterpillar, then it changes in a chrysalis and flies away. Love is like a butterfly. Ding, ding, ding. Nicholas Lyndhurst is your son, and the other one has died, and so's your husband now, because everyone dies except Wendy Craig and Nicholas Lyndhurst, who's still alive. Love is like oxygen. You're singing the sweet song. It's like the sweet, yes. Love is like oxygen. It's two oxygen molecules combined together, like love is two people combined together. And also you can fill balloons with it that they won't float away like you would if it's helium. And also if you put lots of hydrogen with it, it makes water. That's why love is like oxygen. I wasn't anticipating us going down this route. Love is like helium. It makes you have a funny voice, and you can fill up balloons and they will fly away. Why are you so obsessed with balloons? Love makes you high. Well, oxygen-starved caveman. It's quite an interesting story. We don't really need to get into singing Love is like a Love is like a butterfly, soft and gentle as a sigh. The independent moods of life are like its coloured wings. La 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 la. Love makes your heart feel strange inside. La la. Tattles like soft wings in flight. La la la. Love is like a butterfly, a strange and gentle thing. Love is like a butterfly, a strange and gentle. This is like a butterfly. This is what we've become. Well, it's as good as anything else we've done. Love is like a butterfly. Why can't I sing the words to Love is like a butterfly to the tune of the sweet? That's what I was trying to do. Give it a go. Love is like a butterfly. Love is like a butterfly. Soft and gentle like a sigh. I can't do it. I mean, sorry, you can't do it. No, I can't do it. Yeah, we should be doing this with Brian Wasp and Gwendolyn Fly, shouldn't we? This could be deadly conduct. I thought we'd have some interesting stuff to say about that. You know, also, like, there's a theory that religion comes from the fact that psychedelic drugs were sort of growing amongst wheat, so people would eat bread and hallucinate. And that's where do you get your crazy ideas from, Richard? Do you try this off with oxygen? No. Do you take drugs? No. Do you get drunk? Not anymore. I haven't had a drink for 98 days. Do you take a bit of wacky-ducky? Not wacky-backy. The old nose cocaine? No. Armed heroin? You start armed heroin to have ideas like this, talking to a 129-year-old, then she look at something. No, just comes off the top of my head, just naturally. Don't need drugs. Don't need to go in a cave. Don't need to eat bread laced with psychedelics. I just come up with it myself. Yeah, you can see that, Richard. You'd think a man under no stimulants would come up with better stuff than a caveman locked in a cave with no oxygen. And yet, look, there's the fucking evidence. What, you're saying that's better than me? Yeah, I'm saying that it works on the caves, Lascaux caves. Is that what they're called? I think so. Is better than Ali and Herring's Twitch-a-thon. At least Richard Herring starts with it. Okay. Anything else we've got coming up? Thought you might like this. Oh, is it going to come up? Yeah, Tony Blair in the 6th season of The Crown is going to be played by Andrew Scott, who was the sexy priest in Fleabag. I'm Fleabagging. And he was also Moriarty in Sherlock Holmes. I'm being Moriarty. Yeah, so that's quite apt, isn't it, Richard? Because, you know, Tony Blair was a bit like a sort of sexy vicar that also quite like the evil guy who was trying to destroy Sherlock Holmes. It's a bit of a stretch. It's this the fucking that your Narnite lid's not coming back anymore. Get Narnite lid on to do it. Let's see how it does. Hello. Oh, and upside down. Whoa, that was fun. Oh, I've been destroyed with oxygen. Hello, it's me, Narnite lid. Hope you're okay. And I just want to say, old Tony Blair's is back in the news. I notice because he's shit. Oh, I fell. I'm all right. Oh, it's wee. Yeast extract's a kind of drug, by the way. And just want to say, the bloke who used to play Moriarty in The Sexy Priest is playing Tony Blair in The Crown. That's that, because Tony Blair is sort of like a mixture of The Sexy Priest and Moriarty. Isn't he? He sort of tends to be good, and then does something really bad. I call him Tony the Liar. You call him what? Tony the Liar. Tony the Liar. No, D, like a D. So, Tony B. Liar. That's what I call him. Tony the Liar. Why? His name's Tony Blair. Oh, I must have misread his name. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for the 100,000 quid. Do you want... Let's just play as... It's too late, but let's play as that.
With a smile and a quip, do you see what he did? He's the greatest cartoon character we've had since Hissing Sid. His eyes look like an oil spill, his mouth is like a skid. Mark, you love him or you hate him, it's Marmite Lid.
That was Marmite Lid there, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks very much. That's all from me this week, I think. Unless what does Lisa mean? I don't think that is anything. Let's have a look. I think that's an old one. Oh yeah, that's the man who was offered a COVID vaccine. Don't know if we even talked about that. Don't know why it says Lisa there. Yeah, I think we've done everything. The caveman art, we've done the art, the pants. Yeah, all covered. Oh, it's been a pleasure working with Richard. I hope we work again together. I enjoyed the singing. Yeah, the singing's fun. It's always fun when we do a bit of singing. You should end on some birthdays. Let's have one birthday just to end on. And we've got another little lovely... There it is. Bang.
Hooray. You've lived another year and you haven't even died. Though cancer may be secretly creeping deep inside. If you think that's worth a party, your brain's also going wonky. Let's get an Eeyore or a kick from the reluctant birthday donkey.
Hee-haw, hee-haw, why can't I die? Bonsoir, c'est moi, l'anniversaire, l'anniversaire, that is what I'm called. L'an is French for donkey, anniversaire is French for birthday, and this jour is day of the anniversary. And I am the birthday donkey, I come from France, and I love having ears. Good. I just have to get my computer because, again, I've printed up the wrong bit. We've only got one birthday in this week. Do email in if you've got birthdays coming up for you or a friend. You're on my... What's it finger? Let's have a look. This is from Tom Cox. This is a birthday greeting for... Oh, this is Lisa. I just put Lisa on the wrong one, didn't I? But I think she's on this one. Yeah, there she is. This is for Lisa. He's wishing her a very happy 50th birthday. He wants 50 EOS for her. The card is... I mean, again, Lisa, very attractive. I don't think she's a viewer, which would explain it. Very attractive, you know, a woman in her 50s now, which is fine. I'm in my 50s as well. She's got a sensible cagoule on. That's what I like to see. And she listens to me laughing at Twitch and Fun every week and thinks I'm completely mad. It would be the highlight of her second lockdown birthday to appear on the #1 online ventriloquism-based puppet show. But it doesn't say whether he wants... It says donkey. It doesn't say 50 hockey horns. He says 50 ears. Oh, why can't I die? Well, you know, I think you're very selfish wanting to die when I, you know, what I've learnt from this year is to grasp life and enjoy life while we're here, donkey. I got no ears. I know, we've been over this. Help me. We lost nearly 50 viewers in the last half an hour, but, you know, Taskmaster started now, so fair enough. Fair enough. I think you should do the 50 ehors for Lisa. Lovely Lisa. And look at some pictures over there, and look how lovely she was when she met Tom. I'm not trying to pick up your wife, Tom, but you know, this is probably the first time you've seen me, Lisa, and you know, just saying. If you want to pretend to be a robot, I think we've found a loophole to get through. Okay, 50 EOs for Lisa and a magic button for Lisa as well, because she's the only one. So email in herring1967@gmail.com if you have a birthday for you or a friend. Or a lover, or a partner, or a family member. Do go to town working on it. This would definitely have made it if there'd been lots of people sending in stuff. The better the picture, the more chance you have of getting on. Anyway, 50 EOs for you, Lisa. Do I have to? Yes. Get the line on it there, so do it. No, it's got to be you. Oh, I wish it was me, Lisa. I feel the same. If you are watching, I am French and very sexy. I have a big donkey cock, and I would love to make love to you on your 50th birthday, coming up on the 11th of April. Mon ami, je voulais coucher avec moi ce soir. It's a horrible. I apologise for that, Lisa. There's no reason why just an innocent viewer should be subjected to that kind of talk. Let's do the 50. You get some gusto into the you trying to get through this? You doing one, mate? Keep going. It's good. Keep them as eels, please. Yeah. Is that 40? I think that's 40. Yeah. I can in and do the last 5 eels. Well, not really. Let me do it, Diane. So sexy. I think you should do them as well, just in case. I don't think those count. They were sexy or not. They were very sexy Eeyores from a finger puppet with donkey, yeah. Out of all the finger puppet donkeys, I think you're the sexiest. That's true. I think it's true. Yeah. Good. I'll just put my headphones on in case I need it. Chris promised this was a very shit magic button. But, you know, he said, I thought that last week, and it turned out not to be. Let's see what happens with the magic button this week. Whoa. Oh, I'm in the spotlight. Oh, wow. It's all right. You know, it's no Max Headroom, is it? Did somebody say headroom? Like a room where you'd have head? Is it taking you a week to think of that? Yes. It has. Oh, why can't you see me? Ooh. Ooh, I'm in the dark here. Ooh. I'm trying to think of the sexy tone of that. The spotlight. Did somebody say flashlight? No, someone said spotlight. Did somebody say a spot on the end of the cock? I like the way I'm still not moving my mouth for you, cocky cat. You got to keep it real, Rich, just in case someone catches the sight of your mouth. Right. Didn't need the headphones. Happy birthday, Lisa. Sorry about all the horrible things that occurred then. It was a parody of some kind. Look, you've been lovely. I hope you've enjoyed this week's show. I'm spent. It's good to be back. You know, I might put some more... 50 more people have gone now. It's because I reminded you about Taskmaster, wasn't it? What an idiot. Well, never say what's on the other side. Thirst through the comedy, Richard. Thirst through the working in TV. Do not... You'll go on to the other side. No, fair enough. I hope you'll enjoy the closing titles. There is apparently some changes in here for you to enjoy. See if you can spot them. And we're back next week. And next week, hopefully, we should have at least one new sting as well. I've really enjoyed doing these. Thanks for tuning in. And do come and see RHLSTP live, either online or at the Clapham Grand. And look out, I'm on Off Menu on Sunday, Redemption Dinner. You can pay money for that, and some of that money goes to charity. I'm doing the Gargle podcast this week. I think it'll be out next week. And I'm doing a history quiz on now. It's on the British Library now, but I bet you can watch that as well. All right, take care. I love you all. Goodbye. And the king of the world.